Good evening and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. Tonight, we're very fortunate to have with us the punong barangay of Motong, the incumbent president of the Liga ng mga Barangay, and an incumbent city councilor of Dumaguete City. Ladies and gentlemen, my viewers, we have with us Councilor Johnny D. Amores. Councilor, mayang gabi and welcome to Let's Talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, Dok Dinno. Good evening and thank you for inviting me.
Of course. Kailangan imbitahin kita kasi ikaw yung nagpapatawa sa akin parati. So I have to really invite you. Anyways, let's start off by me asking you, paano ka napunta? What made you enter public service?
Yes, sir. In fact, even myself, I will ask myself why I come this far. Because never in my entire life, my personal life, having a dream to enter politics. But in our family, sir, my two sisters and my father was in politics, in barangay politics, way back before. So for me, sir, it's a calling from God because I believe that serving people is just like serving God.
Now let's talk about some of your significant accomplishments as punong barangay of Motong. Briefly talk about that.
Sir?
Let's talk about some of your significant accomplishments as punong barangay sa Motong, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've started being a punong barangay in Barangay Motong, sir, way back 2010. December 2010 and until now, till present. And what makes me just like successful or being for myself being a good public servant to my constituents is I did barangay development planning, of which we made 3-year plan in our barangay, sir. Kailangan natin, sir, may 3-year plan natin. And during the creation of my first barangay plan, sir, barangay development plan, I asked all constituents who are productive, people who are now we can say whom we can say that can help sa ating barangay, sir. Just like my uncle, who is a summa cum laude and a graduate of agriculture, who is now previously working in the province of Negros Oriental, who teach me a lot, sir, in barangay governance, and other constituents who are also helping me in running the barangay, sir. So by that, with our mandate as through the DILG, through our barangay-based institution, talaga, sir, pinaghirapan namin na we see to it that the priority problems and programs that the people need in our barangay will be answered. So all the stakeholders, sir, kasama sila sa pagplano sa aming barangay development plan. And by that, ganito ang na-come out, sir. Ganito ang na-achieve natin, sir. All infrastructure, sports, health, livelihood program, sports, even the rehabilitation of the PWOODs, person under drugs, maintaining peace and order, everything, sir, that we are being mandated by the DLG. Praise God, we manage it, sir.
Yeah. You know, many might not know it, especially yung mga viewers natin all over Negros Oriental and specifically Dumaguete. But how challenging is it to be a punong barangay or a barangay captain?
Yes, sir. Being a punong barangay or a barangay captain, sir, it's not that easy. First, we have to work 24 hours, 24/7. Secondly, we deal with different personalities, with different perspectives and different perceptions.
Yeah.
And aside from that, we have mandated, as just like what I'm saying a while ago. We have mandated BBIs, barangay
Mm.
based institutions, that the DLG is
Mm.
now overseeing it, sir. So by us being a barangay captain or a barangay officials, I could say that di talaga biro
Sayod.
maging, hindi talaga biro, sir,
Yeah, okay.
maging barangay officials.
Pero there are several misconceptions na kung barangay official ka or punong barangay ka. What are the common misconceptions na marinig mo na imong nadunggan kabahin sa mga mahimukang punong barangay?
Yes, sir. Well, in my part, sir, sa akin, when I was elected as barangay captain, I was at the age of 26.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So, sabihin nila, hindi kaya gawin ang mga problema.
Mm-hmm.
Not, especially if you have yung kahatan, sir, yung political opposition, sir,
Yeah.
na nandyan sa barangay mo, sir. Sasabihin sa kanila na hindi talaga kaya because what they see in you, sir, is they are judging, para sa akin, sir, they are judging a book by its own cover. So they are not saying it that the person who is being elected as barangay officials are striving, doing his best, and asking the blessings of God that he could or she could do what he is being mandated by as elected officials, sir.
Now, many may not know this, Kap Amores, but or Councilor Amores, but kindly discuss the importance of a punong barangay, a kagawad, the secretary treasurer, and tanod, and the barangay personnel in the efficient functioning of the entire government.
Yes, sir. We have different functions based on the DLZ and based on the local government codes. From barangay captain down to the barangay tanods has different functions. Barangay captain is the chief executive. Well, aside from that, sir, this is the only position in the government that we handle three functions. We have the executive, we have the judiciary, and the legislative. But overall in the barangay, talagang barangay captain ang nagman talaga and accountable for everything. While the barangay kagawads are, most of their functions is to legislate and assist the programs being crafted, being passed by the barangay. The treasurer will manage the financial management of the barangay and see to it that yung pera ay pupunta sa right programs, project, and activities. And the secretaries are the one who has the mabigat ang trabaho ng secretary, sir, kasi she is the one doing the documentations. Well, the barangay tanod, maybe in our barangay, is the lowest function, but the hardest work na nabigay sa kanila because they work 24/7. Any form of situation in barangay, nandyan sila, and anything that occurs in our barangay, talagang nandyan ang mga barangay tanod.
Now, Kap, let me ask you, in these times of the COVID-19 pandemic, how difficult was it or is it to be a barangay official?
Yes, sir. People say that facing the COVID-19, the pandemic that we are facing right now, is hard for no, I mean not that easy because barangay officials are not being trained or hindi talaga usual na virus talagang hinaharap natin. But before the COVID-19, sir, of course, the Barangay Health Emergency Response Team is one of our BBIs. Whether there is a COVID or not, talagang function namin yun. Talagang BBI namin ito. Talagang structural ito sa barangay. And this kind of structure are focusing on health concern. So during the pandemic, it made us strengthen our duties and functions, and being a leader, to be a productive leader, as to see to it that our constituents will be safe, and hindi talaga sila pinabayaan namin, sir, during the pandemic, even at this time of our status of sa ating community.
You've worked up close and personal with our mayor, Mayor Ipe Remolyo, no? Now, I would just like to get your 2 cents worth, no? Under the leadership of Mayor Ipe Remolyo, how has he helped the barangays develop their full potentials? And you're an authority on this, in being the president of the Liga.
Yes, sir. Personally, not I really commend and I really appreciate, and I was thankful by God that I was elected as Liga president with the administration of Mayor Ipe. Why? I can see the vision and vision of Mayor Ipe. It's a long-term plan, and it's very beneficial to the people in the city of Dumaguete, and even in the entire province of Negros Oriental. Why I am in favor of Mayor Ipe, sir? Because I have to start in my barangay. I start doing 3-year plan, or a plan. In Mayor's word, it's a master plan. But in my barangay, I call it a 3-year plan, which in line with the vision of the mayor, even the 30 barangays. Okay. And during the time I was elected as Liga president, never mayor na hindi kami nabigyan ng pansin. Talagang if there are projects, program na kailangan priority to the barangay, hindi yan ini-neglect ni mayor. Talaga priority ang barangay. Okay. That's why we really appreciate mayor and his vision in managing Dumaguete City, sir. And yes, sir, I'm blessed to be with mayor.
Yeah. Okay. Now, with your wealth of experience in grassroots performance, no, how do you think this would help you become a more effective city councilor? If lucky enough to win a seat as city councilor this coming election, what will you bring, and how do you bring the voice of not only of the barangay officials but now of the entire city electorate?
It's another journey, sir. If God's blessing, inshallah, if it's God's will that I'll be there sitting as city councilor. I could say that at this time I'm serving 3 offices. With my experience in the barangay, Liga, and in the city council as ex-official, I could say that I should be more productive if given a chance to be elected as city councilor. Why? Because as city councilor, you'll be dealing with plenty programs and projects which is in line by the mayor. And with my experience at this time, sir, hopefully with God's blessing, I will be more productive, sir, if in serving as city councilor with due respect with my experience as in the barangay level.
Now, as Liga president, how do you go about resolving controversial issues, no? And how do you ensure that all the differences in stance and opinions of the 30 punong barangays are heard and brought to the Sangguniang Panlusod as a common stand or consensus of the Liga?
Yes, sir. Being a Liga president, we have monthly meeting, and we have emergency meetings. We conduct emergency meetings. We have board meetings. But in the event of any problems in each barangay, I convene the 30 barangays to have a meeting or emergency meeting as to discuss the issues concerning to each barangay. And we are open for suggestions, sir. And after the meeting, sir, I see to it that all suggestions, programs, all concerns in the barangay will be addressed to the mayor, because we know for a fact that hindi kaya ng barangay, sir, na lahat na problems, lahat na concerns, barangay lang ang mag-solve. But malaki ang concert contribution sa city through the mayor's intervention, sir.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you, and let's talk about your relationship with your fellow punong barangays. No, more particularly with your former rival to the Liga presidency in 2018, si Honorable Jovencio Tan of Barangay Daro. Talk about that.
Well, that's part of the mandate as to elect Liga president, and personally, I have no wala kaming grudges ni Kap Bencio. Wala kaming personal conflict with Kap Bencio, but it so happened that during the election of ABC president, kaming dalawa ang nagharap. But after the elections, after being elected as ABC president, we work harmoniously with Kap Bencio. In fact, I do refer things to him, especially that he is a graduate of law in Silliman University, and he also contribute things which I did in the Liga ng Barangay. So there's no such problem with Kap Bencio, sir.
Okay. Now, there are two other punong barangays now running for higher posts, no, as city councilors, no. Poblacion 8, Punong Barangay Maylin Mariano, who I recently interviewed, and which is running for councilor, and Kalindagan Punong Barangay Maisa Sagarveria of Kalindagan, who's running for vice mayor. Why is it an advantage to have more representation coming from the grassroots leaders in the city council? Your thoughts on this?
Yes, sir. As a three-termer barangay captain, for me, if you have a background or in a barangay level, because all the backbone of the city, sir, is the barangays. So all concerns that being addressed by the city came from the barangay. So if you are an elected official who is running for a higher position, just like in the city, more or less you have already the idea and the background of how to run and to legislate in the city or in any position, sir.
Now, many of us have not heard stories about your conversion. No? I understand you are a Muslim by faith, by religion. In your case, in terms of faith and religion, born and raised as a Christian and converted to Islam. Tell us about your journey into becoming a Muslim.
Yes, sir. Before telling my faith in Islam, sir, I would like to say that I was very happy to be a Christian in 38 years. Because marami ako natutuhanan being a Christian. And I study my secondary level in St. Paul University. And I was so thankful of that, sir. And being a Muslim, it's another way of reconstructing my personal connection with the Creator, which I'm so thankful. And it made me focus in everything, sir. Because in Islam, sir, I was being modified. Nawala yung inom sa akin. Nawala yung... I focus. I made more time to the Creator, and I do what is being mandated as being Islam, the 5 pillars, of which unfortunately, yung isa na lang hindi ko nagawa yung pag-Hajj na hindi ko talagang nagawa. But being a Muslim or converting Islam made me a real one, sir.
Okay. Now, you are quite familiar and acquainted with many local political figures over the years, no? And without meant of comparison, no? But what can you say about the leadership and performance of Mayor Ipe Remolyo since he started as mayor in 2016?
Yes, sir. I will borrow your word saying it's not a comparison between the two leaders.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Before I was in Mayor Ipe's administration, ay marami akong narinig sa kanya. Ganito, ganito, ganito. Ganyan si Mayor, ganyan si Mayor. But when I'm with the administration, with Mayor Ipe, talagang nakita ko yun, sir, yung vision niya. Yung gusto niyang mangyari sa Dumaguete. Of which, hindi personal ang intent, but for the benefit of everybody. Just like what I'm saying a while ago, sir. All the programs and activities of Mayor Ipe was beneficial to everybody. One for example, sir, Pantawan 3. Pantawan 3 is a controversial project. But if you could see it now, there are plenty people, ambulant vendors in the evening. There are plenty people who are matalagang nakita nila ang relaxation sa project. Nakita nila yung ginhawa, yung ambience ng project. And even other LGUs are coming down in the city of Dumaguete na tignan what is really Pantawan 3. So, bridge of Dumaguete, two bridge in Dumaguete, the BIR and the foundation, spillway yun noon, sir. But ngayon, highway bridge na. Kung if there are typhoons, hindi na tayo magproblema, sir, na mag-spill out yung tubig sa mga bahay. And the open dam site, it was only Mayor who made a closure plan and transform it, look for another project that will cater waste management in terms of MRF, material recovery facilities. Yes, sir. So, yung sa material recovery facilities, sir, all non-biodegradable materials, yung hindi malata, sir, will be transformed into a productive thing, just like chairs, just like favors. So, talaga, sir, nakita ko ni Mayor na talaga yung vision niya, yung talagang gusto niya sa Dumaguete is for the benefit for everybody. Not only for the mayaman, not only for mayaman, your rich, but into the last person, yung mamahirap. Talagang kinater ni Mayor Ipe na as much as possible, everybody will be makabenefit ang lahat, sir.
Yeah. Now, talk about why you are running for city councilor under the Lupad Dumaguete performance team.
Yes, sir. With this journey, with this another level of journey in my life, sir. First is, for me, I was so thankful that with Mayor Ipe, that I was one of the choices that he made for the 10 city councilor candidates, sir. And for me, sir, being with Mayor Ipe's team, as Lupad team, blessing na, sir, blessing for me na kinuha ko kay Mayor. And for me, sir, running a city councilor is not that easy, but yung ginawa ko, sir, in the barangay, in the liga ng mga barangay, and even in the city council, made me strong to enter and to accept the challenge as a candidate for Lupad team, sir, for 2022, sir.
Okay, well said. Now, you were mentioning a while ago about your three roles. No, let's talk about time management here. How do you manage your time between being a barangay captain of Motong, president of the Liga ng mga Barangay, and as a city councilor? Talk about that.
Yes, sir. Being a barangay captain and being a Liga president and being a city councilor as ex officio, what matters, sir, or the very important thing to do in myself is time management. Yes. Why? I have mandate in the barangay, of which I have to answer and to manage. I have also mandate in the Liga ng Barangay, of which I have to manage and to run. I have also mandate in the city councilor, in the city, as city councilor in the Sangguniang Panglungsod, no?
Correct.
A city councilor. Yung time ko, sir, talagang maximizer. Time management, talagang ganito na oras, kailangan ko nandito. Ito na oras, kailangan, I have to answer all the thing that what the Liga wants. And in the city council, maraming committee meeting, maraming meetings, maraming ganyan, sir. Especially, nandyan tayo, we handle committee on barangay affairs, committee on peace and order and public safety, transportation, and so thankful, sir. Like I said, so thankful that I have to start in the city council yet. I have a mayor like Mayor P. I have colleagues like Councilor Carissa, Councilor Bandal, Patrimonio, Lentorio, Lani Ramon, and Chaco Sagarbaya, who supports me a lot with my my mandate. And then the Liga ng Barangay, sir. Also, we have a 3-year plan. We have calendar activities. Nakakalendar yun, sir, lahat. So, alam ko kung kailan ako mag-meeting, kailan ako mag-seminar, kailan kami meeting if there are any incident or important matters to discuss.
Okay.
And in the Liga, in the barangay level, sir, ito ang problema, sir, kasi all my activities, all my meetings are being done in the evening. Considering that in the morning, I do work with the Liga and the city. But during the mediation in Katarungan Pabarangay, because we handle disputes in the barangay, I do schedules it in the morning. But if there are complaints, a complainant and respondents want to settle their disputes in the evening, I would prefer to do it in the evening, sir. So in my 3 functions, my schedules are being managed and maximized, sir.
At this juncture, Councilor Amores, like to give you some time to relay your message to the people of Motong and to the people of Dumaguete City.
Yes, thank you, Sir Dino, for my constituents in Barangay Motong. Thank you for electing me as barangay captain for 3 terms, and hopefully what I'm doing in the barangay, na-satisfied ko yung constituents ko. Even hindi lahat ng projects being accomplished, but almost everything being answered. And in spite that I am the last term ko ito sa barangay, but still I'll be working with you in a different way. And thank you again. Thank you for the time that we worked together, my barangay council, my frontliners, my barangay tanod, my constituents, my group leaders, my lupong tagapamayapa. Thank you for the support to make us like this right now in Barangay Motong. And in the city of Dumaguete, I could say that being a city councilor, we should work with the vision of the mayor, because for me, sir, I was very thankful and blessed that as elected ABC president or an ex-officio in the city of Dumaguete, I have a mayor with a visionary mayor. And until the last day of my service as Liga president, I will work with my mandate with the 30 barangays. And at this time, I could say thank you for trusting me as Liga president and as a barangay captain in my barangay. Thank you, sir, and good evening.
Talagang salamat, Councilor Amores. That was our guest for tonight's episode, Councilor Johnny Amores, who's also the president of the Liga ng mga Barangay. So, Please do continue to like us at our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts, and to do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Let's Talk with Dok Dinno, Dumaguete. At this juncture, we'd like to also extend Let's Talk personnel and myself would like to extend our deepest condolences to Councilor Chaco Sagarbaria for the demise of his wife, Farah. So with that, that's our show for tonight. I'm Dok Dinno. Be well.